what does the law state? What can we anticipate will absolutely remain in a regulation rewrite? Okay, and then we'll end this session talking about, well, these things aren't in the law and they very likely aren't going to make their way into the rewrite, or we would expect them not to, because I think that the leadership right now at the CFPB is such that it's going to be skin and bones and what's required. Okay, we'll have to include, but if it's not, we likely aren't going to include it. But I think there's a misunderstanding, misconception maybe is the better word, about can be taken away from section 1071. So we're going to take a look at what does the law state. Let's start with the purpose, okay, the fuel, if you will, behind section 1071. Well, underneath letter A, okay, there's two items. Number one, fair lending, and number two, it talks about business and community development. Let's talk about fair lending. The idea behind 1071 was to open things up and get a better look, to get better information about commercial small business loans, so that we can make observations about how things are going from a fair lending standpoint. There's just not a lot of data, okay, that's required, okay, that we can evaluate to determine how institutions are doing from a fair lending standpoint with business loans, and specifically small business loans, women and minority owned businesses. That's the focus of this thing. And so to facilitate enforcement of fair lending laws, that's part one of the why. The other part of the why, okay, let's go down to number two. Okay, it talks about enabling communities, government entities, creditors. These are the stakeholders, folks. Okay, these are all the people that have a stake in making sure that we're not illegally discriminating when it comes to small business lending. So enabling these stakeholders to be able to identify business and community development needs and opportunities for these small business loans that also focus on women and minority owned. Okay, that's the why, the understanding, if you will, behind section 1071, its purpose, okay, reason for being. Okay, I don't think that's going to change. Again, that would take an act of Congress, so it's got to fit within that framework, whatever they're planning to do. That women and minority owned thing, that's not going to go away. I've had a lot of people, why are they focusing on that? Because they have to. It's in the law. It's an act of Congress. Okay, it has to be. That is the focus of it.